Let me ask you a question. Do you own a home in Saskatchewan? Is your name on the deed? Then congratulations. We're gonna pay you $1 million for that home. So that way you will not say anything bad about us. Because we want to create friendships, we want to create unity, we want to create new friendships. That's what we want, friends. So, the grandmothers, here's what I'm gonna push them to do. It says, Kukum. It says, because of the National Resource Transfer Agreement, NRTA, Canada, we are going to offer $1 trillion to Saskatchewan. And Canada, it's already paid for. You paid for it. So congratulations, homeowners. Out of that 1 trillion, I want you to get $1 million per home. So that's a lot of money. But I want my family, you, non-First Nation, First Nation, to benefit from this deal. Us separating from Canada, creating something new, and I want to invite you. This is how the terms are gonna go, okay? This is what's coming. So listen up, please. I'm pushing the grandmothers to be our new authority, and you're going to allow it. It's about you allowing it, and about us working together before that war starts. Because right now, we have rights and privileges. I get to speak right now. But soon, when that war begins, my friends, they'll pull up right here, and I will not be able to speak. No one will be able to speak. We'll be divided, we'll be conquered. So right now, I can speak. So I say, let's get together, let's practice our sovereignty, and let's just plow through. Mr. Plow, here we come. Mr. Plow! Fucking right, it's Mr. Plow. So friends, the sovereignty that we're going to practice, this S word, it's already ours. It's like a preacher saying, healed. It's already healed. You have to accept it. That's the same thing with sovereignty. It is already yours, but you have to accept it. You, as a First Nation person, need to say like, holy fuck, we have a treaty card. We're sovereign. And Alberta went and showed you how much power it has. And now I want to show you how much power it has. All you have to do is I have to convince you to go inside with the grandmothers. And I'm lifting the grandmothers. And then when the grandmothers council is in place, and while the King's protocol is in place, I said, okay, I'll sign to that. I says, grandmother, can I create the protocols, the foundation for our country? Can I create us an economy? He says, give me 1 year. I says, let me wear that crown on my head so I can wear that spirit. It's a powerful spirit, friend. It's called the Wisaki-chak spirit. It's very powerful. Not many of you will be able to carry it. Not very many of you. But I found someone who can. That's like interesting. Serendipity, my friend, is a fun thing. But this role to be a leader, I'm gonna go to the grandmothers after it's all set in place, and I have to. This is what I have to do. I'm telling you what you're gonna see when we're at that camp. Day one, all of a sudden the King's protocols are in place. Then it's like, and then I have to get on my knee, my one knee, my left knee, because I'm left-handed. If I was right-handed, it would be my right knee. It's about your mind. And I say, Kukum. Because I've created the protocols as I've been instructed, and I've shown you. I says, thank you for creating those protocols for the King. So I would like to wear that for 1 year and continue my journey. I would like to create us an economy. Flax is going to be our new plant. Linen will be our new fabric. No more cotton. No more polyester. No more plastic. Linen. 100% linen. So I've been working very hard to create an industry for us, First Nation. Very hard. And I'm going to promise you this as well, grandmother. is I'm going to redo the day school, night school. I'm going to consider foster, create something called the Graboho Indians, the ones who went and worked sugar beets and were poisoned from the water, and were not told about it. You'll be compensated, all of you, especially for foster. But as we're doing this list, my friends, when you're doing the day school and night school and foster, you're creating something for me called the King's List. And this is what I'm going to promise you, Canada, First Nations, for retribution for what happened to your children, what happened to your daughters, your mom, your grandmothers, your grandparents, your grandma, your kukum, what happened to her children. Because of what happened, I need to show you, and you need retribution for that. Otherwise, we'll always be like, and I will not be in my right place. As king, I'm going to promise you I'll redo those, and I'll promise you top dollar. The government, you're going to pay them top dollar, every one of them, and you're going to like it. But the reason I'm redoing the day school and night school is I want those names for my website. It's called the King's List. And on the King's List is going to be the top 3,000. I'm going to help us forget the past. And if your name shows up a lot there during the day school, night school, foster, for those foster families who hurt my families, my brothers and sisters, I want you to suffer for what you did for them. I want them to see you hang for what you did to them, raping them, treating them like sex toys, hurting them like that without pity. I heard the stories. I'm sorry. And because of that, the foster will be thrown in. That's why the foster exists, because of how horribly inhuman they were treated. And I made a promise to my brother. I said, you will get retribution one day, sir. He looked at me and said, yeah, sure. But I meant it. The King's List, if your name shows up, right, many times, and you are in the top 3,000, we as a country, I'm going to demand this. It's going to be one of our demands. Me as a king, I'm going to fucking jump that powwow very hard. But here's my demand. I said we're creating the top 3,000 Kings List. And in that list, if your name shows up in the top 3,000, and if you're still alive and you're one of the ones who hurt my family, I'm going to request Canada that they be deported to our country, because on the day that they take that crown off my head, 1 year as a kukum, I will have them all hang publicly and the salt in Big River First Nation as I'm instructed on that salt. Because it has to be salt. If you're going to do that to someone, it has to be on salt. So those gallows will be built really high on that little salt lake in Big River First Nation, Whitefish. When that crown's taken off my head, let's just say, they'll say, get ready. Whatever they say when they're about to end someone's life. Big River, they'll be getting ready. Just and then when it hits the temple of the true king is in Big River First Nation, and you're going to find them, Sylvia. Kukums. You'll find them. And when it hits the temple of this king, the true king, the one I built a foundation for, 3,000 souls will be hanging in Big River First Nation as it touches the temple. And I said, my responsibility is done. I did my job. And I will tell everybody, that's how we treat people if you hurt our children. And we also have to cause fear, because we are separating or creating a country. And we're going to need allies. We're going to need friends. That is my promise to you, friends, when I'm leader. And I'll be happy to take that thing off my fucking head. You don't even know. Look at that.